We are here for Flux Motorsport 2021 Season 1 IndyCar Championship, the third round of 8 in the championship, and it will be the first oval race of 3 on the schedule here at the 1.5 mile oval. This is 45 minutes. We expect to see around 150 miles of competition here tonight, and I think staying out of trouble as much as anything is going to be the key for these guys to have some success. You're definitely going to see at least one pit stop and maybe two, because these cars are going to cover, without a red flag, they would cover over 150 miles, somewhere in the range of 155 miles, which is over 100 laps. So whether or not they can make that on one stop depends on whether you want to dial back the, lean back your fuel and try to do that, which I don't think these guys are going to want to do, in my opinion. All right, here is your starting order for tonight's Flux IndyCar Championship Race 2021 Season 1 at Texas Motor Speedway Round 3. With his second straight pole position in the series, last week's winner at Willow Springs, Dale the Whale will be in the number 9 Target Chevy, leading us off 23.018, a great lap. On the outside of the front row, Ed Yeager with a terrific qualifying run in the Quiznos car. In his debut IndyCar race, KE5, Glenn managing to qualify third. He'll be on the inside of row 2. He'll be flanked by Jiggly Jello. Starting on the inside of row 3 in the 5th spot will be the point leader, OGR Cat Guy. He's got NZ Jack, second place at Long Beach, flanking him in the outside of row 3. Inside of row 4 will be Mark C, and he will be flanked on the outside by the veteran CMCF in the number 10 car? No, the number 8 car. Starting 9th will be the veteran Lecky, coming over from Great Britain. He will be in the multicolored, I can forget what number that is, 25 maybe? And he will be starting on the inside of row 5. On the outside of row 5 will be Muttley in the 22 Menards Chevy. On the inside of row 6, we've got One Shoe in the number 6 Chevy. He'll be flanked by who will be fast in the 15 Ray Hall Steak and Shake car, the Honda. That is My Name Jeff. He's been quick in both races this season, and I look to see him come up from the back. Inside of row 7, final row, Survivor 1880 in the DHL Honda, and Green Game and his teammate will be on the outside of him, also in a Honda. All right, here we go. Dale the Whale and Ed Yeager are going to lead us to the line. Flux Motorsport IndyCar Championship at Texas is green. This guy's spread out nicely. Pretty clean start so far. Looking to see Jeff in that 15 car moving up as Dale gets out to the start. He's got Glenn right behind him, getting a little latency bounce there. KE5 in second, Ed Yeager third, Jiggly Jello fourth, right where they started and setting up in a line. Let's put the chase cam on Lecky in 6th place. Get a good view of what these guys are seeing right in front of them. He appears to be at the tail of that front row. As it looks like Survivor went around. Survivor spun it in turn 3, didn't make the adjustments necessary, and he's going to pick it back up and try to get going. One Shoe got caught up in that as well. Let's hope they did not have any damage. One Shoe is rolling along on the apron like he might possibly have damage. My Name is Jeff and One Shoe both hitting the pits, obviously for repair, so looks like Survivor looped it. Those guys got caught up in it. All right, let's take a look back up front. There you go, right there on board with Glenn, as he is just behind Dale the Whale. Glenn, a rookie in Flux Motorsport this season, making his first IndyCar start, and he's come out with that number 12 Verizon Chevy, and he's running right there with the leader. Just 7 laps in early on. They've got Ed Yeager right behind them.
And it looks like those 3 are hanging with their fastest laps right now with under 25 seconds. So they've been nose to tail since the start, it looks like.
Yeah, coming right out on the start, they got a little bit of a jump. I think we're going to see the field settle in here. And it's going to depend. Things will string out for some guys. and then we'll see who has the speed on their own, who has the speed at when they're in the pack. And right now, Cat Guy right there running in 5th, Jiggly Jello in 4th. Cat Guy's just staying patient. Let's see if they are making up any time here. We got 24.6s. These guys are running 24.8s. They're starting to pick it up. I think Cat Guy feeling a little bit quicker than Jiggly at the moment, but wants to use them to try to catch their way up.
I think that Jiggly and Cat Guy should catch him here shortly, and then the three of them might be able to pull up to the leaders.
Oh, somebody on their roof. We got a big wreck. That's Dale the Whale. We got a big wreck. 3 cars, 4 cars. Cat Guy caught up in it. Survivor is off the track. He is into the pits as he spun it for the 2nd time. And it looks like he went straight to the box and retired it and called out the tow truck. Lost it in turn 2. You saw Dale the Whale make contact. We're going to have a number of cars come rolling around here. Cat Guy, Dale the Whale, Ed Yeager. Dale the Whale has lost significant pieces of that car. Even if they repair it, he might have Ed Yeager as well running right up front. He might have some serious problem.
Pit road is busy place right now. Look at all those pit crew guys coming over the wall with fenders and front tires.
They're going to make
Everybody's got damage.
Oh yeah, they're going to make wing changes, most of these cars, no doubt, and try to get back out. But meanwhile, that put KE5 all by his lonesome, 8.5 seconds out in front. Yeah, let's go ahead and get in the cockpit here with Muttley, as him and Lecky running 2nd and 3rd are turning laps to catch up to the leader. They are gaining on Glenn as Lecky goes loose to the inside. Muttley avoids it. I wonder if he took a little wing damage. Is he going to pull in? It looks like it. Yep. That is a shame. This is going to turn into a race of attrition as everybody's nicking the wall. Honestly, I just think, Pogo, that for a race this long and in these cars, these guys are getting too close this early. You've got Mark and NZ Jack, meanwhile, have moved up into 2nd and 3rd. Okay, we saw CMC at the very beginning, Survivor.
Oh, we have a turn in the top 2. Marco and Jax.
Yeah, it looks like Mark went around, and KE5's back out front.
I dropped the camera.
Yeah, we've had CMC out, we've had Survivor out, and we've had Muttley out now from the original 14 starters, just 20 laps in. And now it's KE5 holding about half a lap on the field.
We have the leader in the pit.
KE5 making what could be a scheduled pit stop.
It looks like it is with 16 minutes gone.
35 laps in, I'd say that puts them definitely on a 2-stop strategy. But most of these other guys made their early stop, their damage stop, within that pit window. So if that's the case, you'll be surprised at how much it evens out. We'll see where KE5 comes out once he makes his stop. But these guys got to avoid.
My name Jeff is going to pass him. He's
I believe
coming up on the same lap right here.
I believe so. He's coming around now onto the front stretch. KE5 is out of the pits. See where that red car comes out. We got 2 cars around.
Oh no!
Green Gaiman and One Shoe coming out of the pits there in turn 2. KE5 has.
Great job of them to miss him.
Yeah, great job to miss that. As KE5 coming out, he's got Jeff now 1.4 as more cars are around. That looks like Green Gaiman is sidewinding that damaged car. Him and One Shoe banging it up coming out of the pits. I can see the stewards inquiries firing up. All right, we got another car out of the race. Not sure who that was, but we're down to 10 now.
And here does come our leader down pit road.
Not sure if he had.
Which is very busy.
Yeah, been very busy today. Not sure if he has damage or not.
Oh, it looks like KE5's back in the pit too.
Maybe
that puts OGR Cat Guy in 2nd place.
And Cat Guy comes back out to the lead. Maybe KE5 banged it up on the way out. you got to remember with these gaps is that these guys have multiple pit stops to make, obviously, and they're off cycle, off sequence with each other. So at the moment, Cat Guy's running a lap ahead of Jeff, but Cat Guy pitted before Jeff. So if he comes in before him on the second stop, you'll have to wait and see where that is. You know, and basically right now, just the time, less the gap on the track and more watching their lap times and see who's gaining on who will tell you where we're getting. Cat Guy's leading Lecky and Ed, who happens to be third place, a couple laps off of him. They are leading the field right there. Here comes Cat Guy. Yeah, Cat Guy coming in on lap 59 to make his second stop. I don't believe he'll maintain the lead here, but he might.
No, he won't. My name is Jeff. We'll take the lead from him.
And Jeff seems to be getting around quicker. He does have a drafting partner, not that last time. Also, you got to remember it has to be the right drafting partner. If Jeff's drafting partner's slowing him up, you can only go as fast as that guy will take you. And considering he's falling back.
It looks like he might have fell back a little bit, but it could be on purpose so he doesn't get caught up in a slide or a wreck by another driver, which has happened many times today.
Meanwhile, up front, my name is Jeff, holding a 19-second lead on Cat Guy. He's got 19 seconds on him. And the question is, does Jeff have to pit again? I think he does. And he's definitely going to after doing that. He loses it coming into turn one. That was a great save. And now he's coming down though. I believe he must have hit something because he's coming into the pits. There he goes. Yeah, and that's going to hand the lead back to Cat Guy. These guys losing it on their own. Jack's in again. Dale's in again. Glenn is still making repairs. And that's going to put Cat back in the lead. He's pulled back by those four guys. Just 9 cars of the 14 remaining on the track. Heart of a champion, guys. Heart of a champion. As we're now down to 8. We had another car drop out. IndyCar races on the ovals have been known to be attrition fests, and that's exactly what we're seeing here today. Yes, he is. Cat Guy, meanwhile, is well in charge of the field. He is currently 1, 2, 3 laps ahead of the field, perhaps as many going on 4. Looks like the clock's run out, and it looks like it's going to be OGR Cat Guy for his second win of the season in the Flux IndyCar Championship.
Hey, Cat Guy, good race.
And he pulls it off. Got no battles on the track. NZ Jack's going to get his second podium of the season. Second place at Long Beach, second at Texas. Dale the Whale follows up last week's win and crosses in third. KE5 with a terrific debut. He's several laps down, but he's going to come home in 4th place. And Lecky coming up from the 9th starting spot. We'll see if his penalties affect him, but he crosses the line. But as it finishes out, let's take a look at your final finishing order from the Flux Motorsport 2021 Season 1 IndyCar Championship at Texas Motor Speedway. Cat Guy is going to take your win in the 61 PureTech, his second of the season. It'll be NZ Jack in the NTT Data car. He comes across in second for his second podium of the season. Dale the Whale, last week's winner, is going to come home in third. Those are your champagne sipping guys on the podium. KE5 with a terrific debut comes home with a 4th place finish after qualifying on the second row, and Lecky brings it home in his debut race in the series in 5th place. Rest of the running order, One Shoe bringing it home 6th, Jiggly Jello in 7th, 21 laps down. These guys were many laps down thanks to the damage. Green Gaiman wound up in 8th. He was around many times. Ed Yeager comes home in 9th. That was a DQ. And those are your finishers. We'll let the guys get their screenshots. Well, for Pogo Mojo and Flux Motorsport TV, we're going to tell you to hit fluxmotorsport.com and go to our Discord. Make sure you check out the Flux store for all the merch and swag you could want from Flux Motorsport. And until tomorrow, when we'll be at Taquito and Texas for Pogo Mojo, this is Carlin Hicks signing off from Texas Motor Speedway.